Hey, Gamecock volunteers. My name's Taylor Valley, and I'm excited to talk with you tonight about membership in your club. We're excited to have you here in Columbia. Fortunately, that's not how it worked out. I've met a lot of you just throughout being on the road and coming out to visit your club for different events you've hosted. Just want to say thank you for all you do for the association. And hopefully, through this presentation, we can learn another way to collaborate on something that's very important to both us as an organization, and it's also what helps you organize as a club. So, without further ado, let's dive into membership in your club. You've probably seen me at homecoming or one of the other events that I've attended, and I'm often the guy that's behind the table, typically with some merchandise, a Square credit card reader, and that's because I'm selling merchandise and memberships. Even though we're a nonprofit organization, we still have to bring in money in order to do everything we do, and that's what membership is. It's not why we exist, but it supports all of the reasons that we do exist. Membership has been baked into the charter of our organization since its founding over 100 years ago. Members are also among our strongest supporters. We're always appreciative of our members. We know many of you are members, so thank you for your support. It really does truly help us do everything that we do. I put together this little handy infographic. It's really simple. Activities like what you do with your club helps us recruit new members, which drives more operating revenue that we can give back to our clubs and affinity groups to do more activities. So just a fun fact for you here, approximately 75% of alumni associations in the United States are powered by a membership program. So some associations might raise money directly. When you give the association money here at South Carolina, we try to give something back to you in the form of member benefit. The SEC, also very common, only a few of the SEC schools do not have membership programs. We measure ourselves as percent of alumni as members. And so that way I can compare a very small school like North Texas to a very large school like South Carolina. We sit right here in the middle at about 8%, whereas you can see some of our SEC peers down on the far end, such as Mizzou at 13, all the way up to Auburn at 18%. I think what's nice about our market, at least we're not in direct competition with all of these universities, and we have an engaged and passionate target market already set for us just by graduating. And so we're always trying to move these numbers up. These are from a couple years ago. I'll say that our number has not really moved at all. Membership has been flat for the past couple of years. So who leads the nation, right? And if we look on the screen here, you're going to see University of North Carolina at 21%. All the way up to Penn State University at 26%. 26% of alumni as members at Penn State. That's actually the top in the country for a public university. If you look at Stanford, they're an outlier. I think first and foremost, we need to get into the top 3, which means getting over 20% of alumni as members. So why would you join? We do have some benefits, and we've broken those benefits down into a few categories, such as leadership, learning, campus services, and discounts. Now, all of this information is on our website, and you don't need to know the exhaustive list of benefits in order to properly sell the membership. Leadership, for example, is you right now. You must be a member of the Alumni Association in order to serve in a leadership capacity for a club or an affinity group. So it is that financial commitment that we expect everyone to make as you support our organization, and in turn, we can support you. We also focus on learning. We want alumni to continue building skills, to continue learning even after they've graduated, whether that is our discounts with the University of South Carolina Continuing Education Department, or the fact that just in 2020, you're now able to get 3 free hours of career consulting through the university's Career Center. And that's a normal rate of $40 an hour. If you're out there trying to build new skills, maybe look at a different industry, joining as a member directly impacts your professional development. We also have unique access to campus services that you cannot get anywhere else, such as online and physical access to Thomas Cooper Library, membership to the Block PE Center. We try to go after those things that you had in your experience as a student so that you can come back to Columbia and relive some of those experiences. We also focus on discounts as well. We want membership to pay for itself. And believe it or not, it can. A couple years ago, we launched the Alumni Association's discount portal. We went from 10 local Columbia discounts to thousands of national discounts. For example, we had Groucho's here in Columbia, but we also have Papa John's. So it's really, truly a mix across the board. And we're always trying to expand our discounts. So again, check these out on the website. I'm not going to make you memorize every single benefit in order to sell the program, because it's actually much simpler than that. And so that brings us to our club recruitment program. And we've actually drafted the memo for it back in 2018. However, we're just now piloting it as of fall 2019. And really starting to get a feel for how the program's going to work. We had a lot of foundational work. How do we track where a member came from and who recruited them? We had a lot of technology to get in place. and a lot of processes to put around it. So the basic concept of this is really easy. You recruit a member and your club gets 10% of those proceeds directly back. So we all know that membership dollars in general support our club operations. And with the membership recruitment program, you can actually see the fruits of your labor right in the money that's given back to the club. If you recruit a $900 life member, you would get back 10% or $90. The schedule of this, in fact, I'll bring it up here, and I'm not going to run through every single thing here. Generally speaking, you're not going to need to know all of this. However, it is important to review, especially if you're a club chair. So check out the table here of the membership types that you can sell, the total fee, and then the dues designated. But the most important part is, how do we make this happen technically? Like I said, we had some foundational work to do. That really comes through your club page on the website. When I talk about club pages, what do I mean? You're going to notice that first and foremost, when I'm not logged in, it asks me to join. But as soon as I'm logged in, those buttons go away. It stops asking me to join. Under the Get Involved section, of course, you have your alumni club, and you can either find your club through the map. We also have a list option over here. So let's say we want to check out the Charleston Gamecocks. Here's their club page. Looks really great. Nice way of describing the club, how many alumni are in the area. Allows folks out in the field to get directly in touch with you as the club leader. And also, we love to highlight our leaders, right? This is something that wasn't on our old website. I'm really proud of the fact that folks, who you all are and what you're doing. Of course, you have a new photo section and the ability to write blogs and post them directly to your page. So a lot of functionality built into these pages that we're really proud of. You'll notice though, right here on the left-hand side, there is a big membership join box. For example, maybe they want to join as a one-year member. It's going to kick you over to our membership sign-up page. The link in the URL, you're going to notice that there is a recruiter ID assigned to it. And what that means is, in our database in the back end of this website, it is tracking your club as the recruiter, as the fundraiser. So that means when those funds come through, I don't have to do any work. Steve or Aaron do not have to do any work. We know that your club recruited that member. Now, keep in mind with your club pages, you can get to them very easily. A lot of clubs have business cards where you can scan a QR code. For example, here we'll check out Charlotte. Same concept here. Membership join box on the right-hand side. If I select, for example, a 3-year membership, you'll notice the recruiter ID comes in on top, and I can fill out the membership join form. So let's go into the back end of the system and actually take a look at what that looks like. Every club in our database has a profile. As we're looking at Charlotte Gamecocks here, you're going to notice that they are a fundraiser and have raised, if we look at this little green bubble here, $357. And if we click on that, I can actually see all of the members that Charlotte has recruited through their page. Now, I can also look at this on a macro level. Over here, I have a list of our fundraisers. As folks are coming through their pages, they are being assigned as the fundraiser. So the way that this works on paper is that once a quarter, we're going to go through this, divide it by 10%, and allocate those funds to each club. Now, we're getting in the groove of that, so bear with us as we get our systems and processes figured out, but very proud of this system. Very excited to see the clubs get out there and compete to recruit the most members. Think back to that cycle. Activities spur members, which spur more revenue, which means more activities, and the cycle continues. It's a really great thing. Been talking about this for years, especially some of the volunteers probably watching this video know that we've been talking about the elevator pitch. How do I sell membership? Well, I've learned one thing in this role over the past 2 years, and that is there is no member benefit that is going to sell membership to every single person. Everybody has a different flavor. Now, we have found one thing, and that is members want to know that their dollars are having an impact. And that is, generally speaking, created by the experiences on the ground. And guess who creates those experiences? That's you. That's our club leaders. And when folks are at an event and they want to know, how'd you pull this off? How can we help? Membership is how they do that. And so you'll see the pitch on the screen here, and I'm just going to read this to you. Membership supports everything we do. If you had a good time at our event tonight, I want you to know that membership helped make that possible. Plus, joining will get you some great benefits that you can't get anywhere else. Join through our club page on the website, and our club will get 10% of the proceeds directly. It's a great way to support your local club, support the University of South Carolina, and help the Alumni Association do more for the Gamecock family. And that's the pitch. It's based on the experience. Membership supports everything we do. Did you have a good time tonight? Did you enjoy the program? Did you enjoy hanging out with fellow Gamecocks? This is how we paid for it. And hopefully by connecting the experience to the program, to the dollars, and letting folks know that this does matter. Membership is how we create a stronger alumni family. I often call it the PBS model, the Girl Scout cookie model. We don't exist to sell memberships. Girl Scouts don't exist to sell cookies. They exist to do some great programming, to build leadership skills. This program was brought to you by membership support. If you've ever watched South Carolina ATV, we all know the saying, and it's true for us too. So looking ahead, what else are we going to do? We're not going to stop where we came. There's definitely going to be more membership collateral for clubs. There's going to be more incentive programs for clubs. I also want you to be able to steward the members that you recruit. I think that's very important. One of our club leaders is out there working hard, bringing in members, and I'm the one thanking them. That's fine. I mean, somebody needs to at least thank them. However, it would mean so much more coming from you. So we're going to figure out a way to get you regular stewardship reports so that you as the club can follow up if you'd like to, can try to connect with them, build that relationship, and get them out to more of your activities. We're also looking at dashboards. I got all this great data in the back end here that I just showed you, how I can see the fundraisers and see what you've been raising, but you can't see that yet, right? And so we need to make sure that we give you public-facing data and dashboards so that you can see how your club is doing. So we got a lot of other great things planned that I don't want to go into just yet, but stay tuned for the rest of 2020 as our team's hard at work to give what you need to recruit members. Thank you again for all you do as volunteers. Again, give me a call if you have any questions or just want to talk about membership. Love talking about membership, could do it all day, but I'll go ahead and end the video here.